Ooh.
Yeah.
All right, you guys suck. guys.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ooh.
I'm serious. We gotta
What?
start. What is your opinion on Bogart in Furcorn's Jelly Dream Plant Island?
Holy crap.
I think
If we
Bogart.
talk...
Shut up. I think.
That was rude, Pommy. You're never allowed to talk ever again in your entire life.
Yeah.
Anyway, no, but for real, Bogart.
He's
Okay.
sick.
Shut up. I think Bogart.
Don't do it.
No, stop. I think Bogart's actually really nice.
Me too.
Yeah,
What
Oh,
I was
yeah,
gonna
what does he
say, and
do
I was
then?
gonna say something actually like kind of cool, kind of like yeah, but like then I didn't.
Thanks.
Pommy, what does Bogart do
Yeah.
in Furcorn's Jelly Dreams?
Yeah, Pom.
Bebo.
Anyway,
Bebo.
this is a great Bogart.
Bebo.
This is a great Bogart. Both of his tracks are great.
Bogart
There's
plays
two
the
tracks?
entire song. Yeah, he plays the entire song. And it's busted as the F word.
Yeah, busted as fringe.
Fringe.
Yeah, but like he's got his first track. It's very. I feel like Bogart's entire thing is doing a really simple calm track, and then doing a much more intense one that's like a lot more going on, and because he just has this really simple do, just like it's like it sounds nice, and it also is like fills up the air, like it just has something there going to back up the melodies that are about to come in.
It really sets
And
the
then
mood.
and then afterwards, it goes into the second track that's way more intense, and it's very cool sounding, and it really like works perfectly with should in a 5 months or something.
Really, Bogart
5
adds so
months
much
song.
to the island that you like legit forget there's only 5.
What?
I said Bogart adds so much to the song that you legit forget there's like only 5.
Yeah, everything works together perfectly, and it shouldn't be able to have a 5 monster song, but they do it.
And they
And
do it really well.
yeah, of something really impressive about having a 5 monster song, let's talk about the one and only percussionist. That sound is a 2-second loop. Noggin.
Noggin.
Yes.
Hey, Noggin also plays in the opening and is also like perfect for setting the tone.
He says he plays the entire song. He's literally the only percussionist on the entire island, and his sound is just dun 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 dun. It's super duper
It's literally
the
just
math.
like
It's the most simple thing ever, and it carries.
it's just his Plant Island track, but like on a lighter drum.
Well, it's like Plant Island track, but with like one extra at the end too.
Oh yeah, you're right.
This might be Noggin's best island.
It really
Space
isn't,
Island.
but I don't think this is Noggin's. This is far from Noggin's best island, but it's easily the island Noggin probably like compared to what others. Contributing factor of Noggin on the sound is very high, since he's the one and only percussionist, and he somehow carries that. And like, if you listen to the song, you probably wouldn't even notice at first without thinking about it.
Mm-hmm. Plus, Noggin is swag. His animation on the animations in Furcorn Jelly Dream I just remembered are amazing.
Yeah,
And
no.
Noggin's is super swag.
Yeah, because he's just like do. And it's like, oh my goodness.
He's got
Go on,
flaccid
queen.
fingers.
Me when my fingers are flaccid. That is me when my fingers are flaccid. I'm Noggin.
I'm going.
I must say the animations are usually like really quick, crisp, snappy, just like right to the point, and usually like not as smooth because snappy tends to be more satisfying. But in Furcorn's Jelly Dream, they decide to go for like it's still very snappy, yet like they decide to go a more like and like in the way things flow, and it works really really well, and it looks amazing.
Hmm.
Yeah.
You know who else has great animations and also a great sound and is like literally, oh my gosh, I literally want to like give this monster all my money?
Give birth
Deej.
to it?
No, we're doing that later. Ghast.
I forgot gas.
How did in the song?
Bro. Listen, whenever I'm thinking of Furcorn Jelly Dreams, I think of Bogart, and then I think of Furcorn, and then Octopus. I completely forget Gas in this song, and I'm like, oh wait, bro, Gas is in this song. Oh yeah, it's the most busted
Yeah,
cat ever.
sounds
I don't know about
his
that.
his his
I do know about that.
like when he like does the thing where he hits the thing, you know?
Yeah,
Like you know when he does that, right?
yeah.
No,
Like
I've
when
never seen Ghast do that in my life.
oh my god. Okay, so as I was saying, when Gas does the thing where he hits the little things, um it sounds cool.
You sound cool.
Shut up.
Okay.
Please don't, I'm sorry.
No, that's fine, I understand.
No.
Anyway, Ghast's OP. I love how MSM is just able to be like, yeah, we'll have like an orchestral cello and like a synth, and they work together because why not? No one's stopping us.
It's like a
Yeah,
pad that's also like a synth that's also like, bro, what if this was the best thing ever?
Yeah, Ghast literally just like does everything.
its sound on this island is just like so beautiful. Like it's very simplistic, and it very much like you get like the plinks to start it off, and everything just like flows to like it's like it does this thing where it just plays like three notes like dum dum. Had they all link like it's very ethereal as like it's supposed to be. It's an ethereal, so it's very ethereally. It's like everything like is like all wobbly and lasting for a long time. So Gas basically just does this and plays the chords by just holding notes on a synth pad that's slowly fading away, and it's very beautiful. And then
Sounds like a
afterwards,
cat.
for the second track, what happens is like it's the second track plays during the way more intense verse. Get gas and it doesn't even it gets more complex instead of more intense, and this is a more complex version of the first track, and it's very amazing sounding, and the animation is also easily the best gas animation ever because like the ball like all it's the guests orbs move realistically like when it hits them they like slightly bounce back and then come back into place. It all just like flows so naturally.
Hmm.
Yeah. Ghast is awesome.
Alright. Uh, you know who else is pretty swag?
Furcorn?
Well,
Yeah, we gotta save the best for last, so we're talking about Auto Tune King Furcorn.
no, this Furcorn sucks because it's auto tune. Shut up. This Furcorn's
okay,
sick.
okay, so here's my 3 cents on it. I think when when Furcorn goes like when he does his sound and he's singing and then all the monsters are like doing the stuff, then that's pretty nice.
It is pretty nice. In fact, that's exactly how I describe it because it's pretty and it's nice. It's beautiful.
Can
Wow, it's
Furcorn.
beautiful again.
It's very soothing. That entire verse is just very, like, soothing.
The entire song is soothing.
Wonder how fast Furcorn can give birth. Anyways,
Now listen, the song would be soothing if there wasn't something that made me want to get up and jive.
it's just Octopus.
No, we gotta talk. We gotta talk about Furcorn more.
Yeah.
Furcorn has a
Fur-
huge.
It's a
Oh,
very
that's stupid.
controversial Furcorn because again, auto-tune.
Auto-tune Furcorn.
I
Crying.
really like the way like each note like cuts the other note.
I like how
It makes
Furcorn cuts the other monsters.
it just flows really well, despite the fact that it actively works against flowing well. And it's like the pause of the flow makes it flow better somehow,
Yeah.
and like it's very satisfying to listen to and to watch. And it's the first monster you unlock in the game, and it really sets the tone that this game is different but next level at the same time.
Yeah. Furcorn is just like the face of My Singing Monsters, period. Like, it's kind
Yeah,
of like,
he's the face of like 3 games now. He's been on like half the icons for Dawn of Fire. He's the current icon for MSM, and he's also the face of Furcorn's Jelly Dreams.
I forgot that's a game. Yeah.
No, and now there's only one more thing to talk about: the castle base on this
No.
island. Because yes,
I
this
like when the castle
listen.
face
There's
went
only 6.
boom.
Olivia, there's only 6.
Oh, okay, you're right. Alright, then the castle base is swag because I love bases.
I
Yeah,
really
that's
like
what
the
you would
castle
say.
base on this island because like it's really able to do a lot more than it usually can. Like it's got like 6 tracks on this island, and it does a lot of really cool transitional stuff. And also like it does this thing like for example, first its first track is playing, it's very simplistic and helping set the tone in the first verse. Then Furcorn comes in with gas, and it plays. Would do this with the bass, but it works somehow because what it does is it plays like the counter melody to like Furcorn. So like it's like I forget what it's called. It's like it harmonizes with Furcorn. It's harmonizing with Furcorn for some reason, and it's very weird, but also really cool. And it perfectly leads into like the best part of it, which is the transition from the first verse into the second verse. Like I think this is what makes the transition because the castle bass just goes dun dun dun. Dun 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 dun. It's just perfectly flow together. Like it's like it goes from because the song is really calming and simple in the first verse, and then the castle bass like takes it down 2 notes. I mean, 3 notes and makes things go like it's just showing the transition from calm to like darker in a way. Because
Yeah.
that second verse feels darker, even though it's still really calming.
Yeah, it's not darker. I feel like the word to describe it is like it's like not majestic, but it's like
Epic.
yes, it's like all wavy and like ooh wee hee hee. It's like,
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Whoa!
It's just
whoa.
the castle bass is perfectly just sets. It's just a perfect way to show the mood change. It's like it literally shows exactly when the mood change happens in the song, and it makes everything flow perfectly. And it's also got a bop of a last track that's playing in that last verse.
Yeah.
I like when the castle base is like really like like yeah.
Alright, we've been stalling long enough. We gotta talk about the best thing BB has ever done.
I got a post on Twitter.com. Just got done listening to Octopus on Furcorn's Jelly Dreams because oh my
Octopus sounds like he's like it's like he's on his he's on his deathbed.
what?
No, hear me out. And he's like giving his
I
final
really need to
speech.
hear you out on this.
Okay, so it's like a really sad moment, but it's also like you're great and you're amazing and you're absolutely show stopping. It's kind of like that, but in the song. It's like he's on his deathbed. Listen, and he's like, okay, imagine he had hands, and he's like someone's like I'll miss you. I'll never forget you. And then Oak was like, yes, never forget me. Just know I'll always be there with you. no matter all the hardships you go through, I will always be there with you. And then it's beep, and you're dead.
Well, I'm gonna be honest. That's not really how I hear the sound, but I can also kind of understand that.
It's like he's like old.
Yeah, that's because
It's
he's
like-
raspy.
Yeah,
Oh, wait, what?
he's either a smoker or he's old or both.
He is smoking.
Anyways,
Like, I feel like with Octopus, it's really sad this game does not exist because the best way to experience Octopus in Furcorn's Jelly Dreams is to play the game yourself and unlock him. Because I know most people who are watching this podcast don't understand what it's like. I know everyone else in this call has never done it, but I'm one of those people who's actually gotten the chance to do it, and Octopus debates you so hard in this song because every time it plays the islands, but with one difference. Octopus, instead of being what he sounds like on like the island itself outside of the game, but what it sounds like is he literally his voice has absolutely no rasp. It's really dubby. It's going do 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 do. It's like a first take ever, and it's like, what is this Octopus? This is like the worst thing ever. And then afterwards, you unlock him, and then you just realize, oh my god, they got me so bad. This is literally the best vocal in MSM history.
and then you start crying really hard, and it's like a live tear water, and you're
Dude.
crying.
That's not even wrong because Octopus is so good that it make me cry.
It make me cry, big real tear go.
I think this Octopus is easily like no competition, best vocal in MSM history.
Yeah,
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't think anything you. Dude, Octopus has always been like the most slept on vocal, but that's because even BBB slept on him because they just covered him up every single time he was on an island. And then because the song only had 5 monsters, there was nothing to cover him up with, and he's yeah.
That's what you said.
He got the shine.
He
There
got
was
the
so much
glue.
care put into him.
Got the glue.
The gloop go off.
Hey,
Octopus's gloop went off.
Octopus, more like octopus.
More like
Wait,
Oak
no.
OP.
More like
Stop.
Goatopus because he's the greatest of all time.
More like goat. Octopus.
But yeah, Furcorn's Jelly Dream Plant Island is a sleeper good hit.
It goes hard.
Every single aspect of the song is like actually flawless in every way.
Mm-hmm.
You
I feel
listen
like
to
at
the
this
song
point,
and you're like, bro. And then you're like, bro. And then you're like, bro.
What do you kiss, octopus?
Furcorn's Jelly Dreams plant, I feel like it's gotten notorious. This island has gotten notorious because of the injustice that is just FJD being canceled for Jammer Splash, which isn't even available everywhere anymore because BB doesn't care about Jammer Splash anymore, really. I feel like it's notorious because of that, and a lot of people know it. And in a way, it's one of those things that you'd expect to be overrated because it's like anyone who knows about it says it's easily like one of the best songs in MSM history. Like nothing can even compare. Like this song, last episode, Olivia.
No, that's fine.
Okay, last episode, what happened was, Mr. Zamboni here, Seth McIntosh. He was like, bro, and he was like mentioning the fact that Sugarbush Island is SS plus tier because nothing can even compare. And then this song is like, equally compared to Sugarbush Island.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like this song is slept on, but also anyone who knows it says the best thing is like, oh, that sounds like something that's overrated. And you're like, listen to it. It's like, never mind. I'm a believer of Furcorn's Jelly Dreams now. This song is godlike.
It's like the one image where it's like, I can't stand Furcorn Jelly Dream Plant Island. 10 minutes later, with the homies, with the Furcorn Jelly Dream.
No, I don't want to listen to Furcorn Jelly Dream Planet Island. Never mind. Never mind, guys.
I heart Furcorn Jelly
Plant
Dream
Island.
Plant Island.
Just got done listening to Furcorn Jelly Dream Plant Island. Yeah,
Yeah.
then
And now, okay.
we gotta talk about
Well, that's it for today's episode, guys.
No, wait, we can't. We've only been going for 20 minutes. These things usually reach an hour.
Yeah,
Okay.
So that people came for the real sauce, because technically they didn't vote for Plant. But we
Well,
just threw that in.
some people did.
You voted for your mom.
Well, we just threw that in as a little bit of a little bonus, since
I don't think it's a bonus since it came first, because bonuses usually come last. It's kind of like an appetizer, like.
No, because because it's better than cold. Spoiler alert.
Well, that's what
What?
appetizers usually are.
that's a hot take right there, Seth.
Somewhat.
Anyway,
We'll get into that.
we're doing cold now as well. We're gonna get the Furcorn Jelly Dream. It's a one and done. There's only going to be one episode on it because having multiple episodes on it just seems kind of tedious for everybody. So, since we started with Bogart on the Plant Island one, we got to start with Quibble on this one since it's also 2 on the list.
God, we're getting into the juice right away.
Yeah, the real juice.
I like juice.
Dude, you want to talk about... Okay, now I know this doesn't matter for placements or anything, but we also mentioned it when it came to the other island. Quibble's animation in this is mwah.
Every animation is mwah, unless it's like Sponge.
TheCybopGuy idol.
No, that one's funny.
Yeah, anyways, so, yeah, Quibble, yeah, his animation just flows perfectly. Listen, the thing we said about animation applies to every single animation in this game, except Sponge and ToeJammer sometimes.
Yeah, pretty much.
Everyone else is super smooth. It's like smooth brain.
Doesn't Quibble do, like, the up and down thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
doom, 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 doom.
Dude, that's gonna make Ryan's cover for this song easy.
You're right.
Bro, Ryan, you gotta make 2 covers, but just that you gotta make covers for all the songs, Ryan. Definitely.
No. What
Yeah,
you gotta do? What you
Yeah,
gotta
'cause-
do? What you gotta do? What you gotta do with that?
FJD medley.
What you gotta do is you gotta combine both songs for like 1 second, and it'll be the Furcorn on the plant island Furcorn Jelly Dream, and then the other second it's like, oh wait, it's called.
You know, Pommy, that really helped me realize why Quibble's such a good monster.
Quibble, he's like going, they're going. It's like they've got 2 tracks. They're basically like the same thing, just like different notes because different verses.
Yeah.
It's really, really good. It's not the best Quibble because Quibble is capable of much more than just up and down.
Shoutouts to this version of Cold Island actually having a key change that
Island
works.
either.
Ooh.
Shoutouts to what?
This island actually having like a key change that works.
Oh yeah, that's that's something that Cold Island tries.
Yeah, exactly.
Quibble's amazing on this island, but even then, it's not even the best thing on this island.
No, this island's got some sauce as well.
And since Mr. Zamboni over here wants to just, I guess we'll go into the percussionist next, and let's talk about Deej.
Bro.
Yo, this might be the best Deej.
I like when Deej goes. Like,
No,
oh my
that's
God,
Space
girl.
Island.
It's
No.
okay.
Okay, fine.
It's funny because this Deej literally is the same thing as Noggin, where it's a 2-second loop that just plays the entire song.
I like Deej when he hits the thing.
It just shows get the percussion down perfectly with these islands.
Yeah.
It's like the perfect loop because you don't even notice that it's a loop.
Exactly. It carries the song really hardcore.
Yeah.
Imagine hearing Cold Island FJD without Deej. You can't.
I mean, you literally can't. The second you unlock cooldown on FJG, it's like silence for 2 levels, and then Deej is the first thing you unlock.
First thing you unlock is the quad.
I mean, it makes sense.
I guess. If you're a nerd.
Like, Furcorn's the first thing you unlock at the start of the game, and it's called Furcorn's Jelly Dreams.
Yeah, but it's not called Deej's Jungle Blast.
Why would it be called Deej's Jungle Blast? What are you trying to imply there?
Deej is in the jungle and he needs your help.
No, okay. The point, what I'm saying is that Furcorn is the main monster of Plant Island, and Deej is the main monster of Cold Island.
Alright, fair enough. Deej is great on this island.
I like Deej.
Dude,
Deej also jams out hard on this island, like with his animations.
Yeah, dude, he's swaggin'.
He's OP. And then, now that we got the one monster that we like try to extend for something that we can really talk about with my man ToeJammer.
This is
People
like
sleep on this ToeJammer.
This is one of the most quotable ToeJammers. It's just doo wop doo doo.
Doo up doo doo.
A lot of people seem to hate this ToeJammer for some
Yeah, I
reason.
never understood why.
Because Doo is stupid.
Doo.
Doo.
I think it was more so like this because this ToeJammer is sick, but also I feel like ToeJammer is capable of more. Like
Yeah,
I think
but
I think it's more to the voice. I think it's more to like the voice rather than what he said. Because like it's be doo up doo doo, but like imagine it was doo up doo doo. It sounded more ToeJammery.
I don't know. I like how this ToeJammer
Like that's what the for me. That's like the only thing I could even try to complain about. But even then, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah.
He's the bro. I just
on ToeJammer?
Yeah, we're on ToeJammer.
we on the gloop.
Alright. Okay. That's alright. So
We on the gloop.
gloop. The gloop really go off. The gloop really go off.
He really
Anyways.
did go off.
You know, ToeJammer on this island, it's like
You're making a sandwich?
no.
Oh.
Because when you're making a sandwich, they don't. Okay, here's what I'm gonna say. Making a sandwich is like, it's like not what I'm about to say. So like, ToeJammer on this island is like making a smoothie because you put in all the stuff that makes it good. You know?
You know what? I get it, and it's also accurate because he is liquid.
Yeah, he's smooth.
He's glue.
He's smooth. He's a smooth jazz troll.
No.
Hey, glue go off?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
glue go off.
ToeJammer's great on this island because he does the most of all time because he's the counter melody that comes in that's like the second part to my man Mammott.
Dude, another island where Mammott, every single time Mammott and ToeJammer duet together, it's beautiful.
This Mammott is Mammott's return to form because Mammott for a long time, like he's been like for a long time, Mammott was slowly losing his base. He used to be the basiest monster ever because then he got slowly got less and less basier, and like again, it's another debate because in the normal version of this song that you hear in game, it's like not basing Mammott, but like it's sad because I didn't even notice that it was an issue because I was so used to non-basing Mammott, but that pinch of salt that makes something from tasting bland to tasting absolutely delicious. They sprinkle a tiny bit of Mammoth's basiness into it, and it's the best thing ever. It's like, God, I forgot how much more OP Mammoth is when he gets his base.
Yeah.
It's all grumbly and.
And it's like as close to a perfect monster as you can probably get.
Yeah.
I like Mammott.
He's really good on this island.
And then
He
on this island, his funny playing animation with his noodle legs.
You're a noodle.
Go flaccid. You are
Mammoth's
not
all
a noodle.
Mammoth's all cool and loose on the sound. He's like, ooh yeah, I'm just flowing along with the song and my limbs. And then afterwards, like that with for the actual composition, it's the main melody. Obviously, it's the main melody of both verses. And the first one is kind of simplistic. It's bum 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 bum. It's really amazing sounding. And then the second track, it just pops off with bum 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 bum, and it's just like everything.
It is swag as hell. Pardon my language.
Yeah,
And then
quick, we haven't cursed on here.
and now it's once
I've never
again
cursed.
saving the best for last because
No,
we got Sponge.
no.
Wait, is this really the last one?
Yeah,
I mean, good
It's-
sponge.
Yeah. It's not listen, compared to everything else in this game, it's unfair because everything else in the game is like literally the best thing ever, and then Sponge is Sponge.
it's not bad.
It's something.
It goes along with Mammott still, but like at the same time, it's animated. They really messed up lips. But besides that, he's cool. He's like, here's the thing. He's the worst thing in this game, and he's better than like a lot of things in the main game. Like, I feel like it'd be fair to say that he's better than even some things that are great in the other game. He's not like this. I just like when your weakest thing is Sponge. When your weakest thing was Sponge, and it's like better than entire island. That's you know, FJD. Gotta say, good game.
Maybe we shouldn't cancel this game.
Well, we shouldn't get into that because we don't need
I don't want.
comment spam of hashtag FJD Global.
It ain't happening.
Yeah, just give up your hopes. And rather than being sad the game is gone, be happy we have these songs to listen to still up on YouTube. Thank you, BBB, for not copyright striking people who upload
Yeah, it's nice when a company is actually like supportive of people who like them.
Yeah,
Nah.
usually when someone likes you, you should like them back. That's just a hot take, you know. You know. Well, actually, it's very
Hold
situational,
on.
and it was not a good thing to say. But a lot of the times, when it's customer relations to a company, then
That's
yes,
better.
that's just a good business thing, you know. This is for music, so that's Furcorn's Jelly Dreams Cold Island. Some people like it a lot more than Plant. I
I
don't because
personally like
Plant.
Plant more.
Yeah, a lot of people like it more than Plant. I
I
disagree because I think Plant is just like genuinely the most beautiful thing to ever come out of BBB.
Besides the medley.
Yeah, yeah. But the difference is the medley is an entire like 7 minute song,
Yeah, this is like a
and this a small, game, tiny song made as a minute and a half with only 5 monsters. It's easily more impressive than the medley.
true.
This is the most impressive thing BB's ever done. Has a small island song, and it makes some of their best songs pale in comparison.
Yeah, and the best part is, we ain't done yet. There's still 3 more songs in this game.
What? Dum 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 dum.
I think we should do it from worst to best when it comes to the 3 bonus songs, since like
Okay, well. Okay, which one would you say is worse then? The first one or the third one on the list?
the first one.
That's fair.
It's just shorter. It's not a bad
Yeah.
song. It's a great song actually. It's just 44 seconds. And that would be the Furcorn Jelly Dream loading screen.
You download the app. the difference is with this game, there isn't really much to load, but so it's just like. But I think the amazing thing about this song is that it's like I don't think there's really any song that has this much wonder in it. Like it's just like the song, like I feel like has a lot of emotion to it because again, it's a really wondrous song. It's like going on an adventure and just it's like let's say you spend years going on an adventure, then you go all the way up as high as you can. You stick your head above the clouds, and you just discover a whimsical world that is unlike anything you've seen before. It's breathtaking.
That was deep.
Discovering this game and playing this game and like seeing everything happening, and then this song perfectly matches that feel.
That was so deep.
That was so cool.
That was so deep that I cried in words.
Also, it's fun because you can tap the little jelly cubes that make up the logo and they make funny squash noises.
Really? I did not know that.
I want to
Yeah.
play a game. I want to hear funny squish, 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 squish.
I like the way you describe them, just swoosh.
Squash noises. It's a,
Yeah,
what do you tap on?
I didn't want to reveal this because I was told not to, but Splash actually did the sound effects for this game.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Awesome.
Question.
You're awesome.
And now
Shut
Splash is
up.
about to get. And now Olivia is gay, but Splash, because of you, Mr. Zamboni, Splash is gonna get sued because he wasn't supposed to reveal that. And Outcasted Creator has to be updated without Splash. Are you happy?
No,
Yeah.
not at all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, happy.
Anyway, next up on the list is Cold 2.
I like Cold Island.
This one's like
Oh,
the weakest one, but it's also the most like
Mediocre.
mediocre.
Okay, honestly, okay. Like these songs are great songs still, but also like only reason we're doing them is one because we want to hit that 1 hour mark, and
Hit
then
that
well,
mark.
two is because of the something else that's gonna come later. But
Yeah.
like so these songs we're not saying they're bad at all. They're great songs. It's just hard to talk about them in a great light after we get done with the best. Like we just did Sugar Bush and then we did Furcorn's Jelly Dreams Plant. It's hard to say great stuff about that without just thinking of Shoadadoo.
Yeah, pretty much.
The next song is like it's like the entire point of those songs is like most levels like the jellies are randomized yet just reach the objective. But with these levels, there's special puzzle levels where everything's in a precise placement and there's only one way to properly beat the level. It's just a full puzzle. And then
Why did they stop making this game? Oh my goodness.
because it got bad.
That and it seems like Jammer Splash was just like way easier to make.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
no, they made
it's
Jammer
basically-
Splash because of the bad reviews.
Oh.
It's because the game was too hard. That's basically what they made. That's their statement. The game was too hard.
I'll trust them on that.
I mean,
They're like,
I played the game. It is a very difficult game, but also I feel like that I don't know. I feel like the thing was the songs made the difficulty worth it. So I personally would love to keep playing this game. The game was hard as hell. I spent months and months and months playing the game, just trying to grind through everything. I still haven't beaten every single level. There's only like 200 levels. I've still got like.
wait,
Actually, I think it's like.
they're like,
No, I haven't played it since. I'm saying like when I was playing it, there was only 9 levels left, and I never got to play it. I spent like over a year on the game. It's a really hard game. It's been like, and like you have to, I think to like would play for long, and I'd get frustrated and I'd take a month break. But like at the end of the day, the things were so good that it made it worth it. That those months later, I would easily come back to games like, yo, oh my god, I love listening to this. I love playing this. Everything about this is so charming. But that's end of video kind of stuff. I know why I'm saying that now. The point is, you got these hard levels, you're playing them, and they just have like. There's usually it's more intense music, but for Cold Island, it's instead like simplified music, and it's somewhat unfitting. but in a way, it kind of is fitting. And cool, I'm pretty sure the clown song too might have like some slight callbacks to the opening music because they sound very similar. But either way, it's a good song, very good song, nice
Yeah.
and cool.
And then we
Nice
get to
and cold.
Plant 2, and everything freaking reinvents itself again.
Bro.
Better than Sugar Bush. That's my take.
Better than Sugar Bush?
Sugar Bush Island. Yeah, that's my take on.
Bro. I don't know if I can go that far. But this is a damn good song. Because it fits the intensity and, like, literally, like, just listen to it. It's slapping. It is mesmerizing from start to finish.
What
Yeah.
happened?
It's like
Basically
Plant
a
Island.
cover of Plant Island, but extremely, basically just the third verse, the entire song, but not. It's just a super duper intense. It's got this new main melody that's like played on some strings, and it's really cool. And then also, it samples Potbelly and Entbrat, and those sound cool too.
Yeah.
I forgot Potbelly was in it. All I remember is Entbrat, because when I hear Entbrat in the song, I'm like, yo!
I like the song is the
I agree. You know what? I agree. I can't wait for BB to make, like, songs as good as this game again.
I mean, they're getting there. We just got Bone Island,
That's true.
which, by the way, fun fact: Bone Island lost by one vote today. So all you
I mean, I probably could have voted for it,
don't give up.
but I was lazy.
Yeah, Bone Island's, like, definitely gonna win next.
Unless
For
Hex pulls
sure.
something,
He wants
he gets all
Cloud.
his goons to vote Cloud. I mean, I'm probably gonna vote Cloud to be honest.
You've voted Cloud every single time.
Yeah,
I
I like
care. I
Cloud.
don't even vote.
I listen. I only voted like on gold and Pepion. But before then, I never voted. But the point I'm making is, it's probably gonna be Bone, and or the vote. But we'll see what happens. And that's not related at all. The Furcorn's Jelly Dreams like boss music, I guess. One of the best songs that's ever come out of BBB. It's just so intense and thrilling, so much going on. The sampling is weird, but in a good way. I like this song a lot. This is very biased, this part right here. Like, okay, this song is the entire reason we're doing this because it feels unfair to not talk about it because this is the only chance we're going to get to talk about it. It's amazing. And for me, probably my favorite song in all of MSM besides the medley.
Yeah. It's very understandable why. This thing, like, encapsulates everything that MSM wanted to be.
Yeah. But
Yeah,
then it didn't.
it perfectly fits Furcorn's Daily Dreams though. Like this because it's just it's like such an intense song. It's a hard, challenging game that's also fun, and it makes everything worth it. Because every time you unlock a new monster, it's so hype.
Yeah. Which means now we gotta talk about the tragic tale that is Furcorn's Jelly Dreams.
It was released in Canada. It was released in Canada like 2014, I believe, maybe 2015. And I just broke the law and made an. I don't care. It was worth it. The game's amazing. But then afterwards, it was a very difficult game. And since MSM was targeted towards kids, the reviews weren't too kind about the difficulties in this game. So because of that, it didn't get terrible reviews. We got like 3 out of 5, very mediocre compared to MSM. So BBB decided they'd go back to the lab, and that has ended up having this game canned, removed from the App Store, and replaced
With Jammer's
in like
Jammer Squash is ugly. I hate it. I hate the art.
I'm not a fan of Jam Splash at all. It's a
Not many
cool.
people are.
It was a cool concept, but it removed the core thing about this game, and that was like music. This game was all about music still, despite being a match 3, and it was so weird, but it was the perfect blend. I think that was BB's what's it, Furcorn's Jelly Dreams. It was a mix. It was just mixing music games into many weird genres that it's like so strange, but it works so perfectly because of their really quirky musical styles.
Yeah.
Yeah, this game is unplayable. I still have the app. I can't play it because this game is Candy Crush. So like you get 5 hearts and you have to wait 20 minutes for a new heart. But the 20-minute
Pardon?
BB server when they took down the servers for this game. So once you run out of hearts, you can never play the game again, which is sad.
Couldn't. Wait. No, never mind. What's it called? Next time.
What if you delete the app and then definitely re-download it again?
Yeah, I'm sure that's possible. I'm never deleting that app ever because it's memory.
It's a piece of history.
Yeah.
And like once again, before anyone tries to say anything, BBB like there was plenty of huge like community movements trying to get this game to become back. All we got out of BBB was a statement explaining why the game was canceled. So like chances are the game's never gonna come back. Maybe the most they'll do if I don't know if they're feeling up to it. Maybe on stream they'll like reveal some unreleased content from that, or maybe one day they could even do a soundtrack for it. But that's the most we're ever gonna get from it.
Yeah, I don't. It's sad that the game's not really gonna come back, but it it's unfair to press them to release something they weren't really proud of. Well, I mean they were proud of it, but
Something they already chose to scrap.
yeah.
I hope they change their minds one day, but I don't think it's a good idea to try to get them to change their minds. So,
Especially since the more people press them to do
and
it, like
I
the less likely it is that they're gonna want to.
yeah, honestly,
Yeah.
I feel like at this point, the best we could do is rather than hoping to get old content to come back, we could just have faith in BBB and everyone makes misses. BB makes plenty of misses in these past few years, but they'll I like if they could have spent the time they made working on the magicals instead of bringing back FJD. That would have been great, but I'd rather have this game be gone and still have it the magic because the magicals are amazing. Bonehound's a big hit. It's right now we're in a good time for MSM. Everything's like it's sad what's happened, but what we've gotten out of it is great still. We still will always have the songs to cherish. We'll always have people who remember the gameplay. So
To me, like the only true loss of FJD being cancelled is that there was probably a plan for like an ethereal island one, and that sounds like literally the most amazing thing that could
yeah,
possibly be imagined.
our message to BB: don't bring FJD back, but please, if you have any like demos for any songs, just like show them on stream. No, everyone will be. Trust me, this will be as hype as if a new island released. If you just release like any concept art or unreleased demos for things in FJD that were never to be.
That would
I
literally
Because
be like
to be
the most.
though.
That would be more hype. Okay, hot take, not even hot take, just take. If they released FJD stuff that like wasn't released before, that would be more hype than any magicals.
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, honestly, I feel like younger fans that really don't know what FJD is, they'll be like, "Oh, it's just some stupid game. It doesn't matter. I'm going to work
it'd
on
be more
my
hype than Fire
magic
Islands at
now."
least.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they don't know like the true the true feeling. You know, they just don't know.
Yeah.
They just don't know. They just don't know. They just don't know. They just don't know.
At the end of the day, be digging up some old
They
demos
don't know.
doesn't take that much effort. And I don't know if you have them or not. It'd be nice to either have, or if there was just some segment of MSM Live where they decided to just explain whatever they can about FJD, just so the fans understand. Because I've been seeing the movement being trying to research, just put a rest to it and have people like, instead of angry over not having the game, happy that they had the game at all. The best way to do that would just to be like having time to just fully tackle FJD, talk about it, talk about exactly why it was scrapped, and then showing anything you might still have that never's gonna come, but was planned to come at one point.
Yeah.
And that makes me happy too because I am an FJD Kenny.
You
This game
are.
surely is something else.
Yes.
This game's music is truly something else. Like, it's really kind of awkward to compare it to everything else simply for the fact that it's just so different.
Yeah, it really is. It's next level. Anyways, now it is time for us to talk about Jammer Splash.